is the name. I grew up in Jamaica. In Jamaica, I became a medical doctor there. And soon after that, became a distributor of automobiles. My wife and I did very well in that space. We spread from Jamaica to Florida. We did some real estate investments in Florida. The real estate mortgage crisis hit us really hard in 2008, landing us in a financial valley. Thankfully for us, we got into the network marketing industry. We were able to climb out of that industry and get ourselves back on our feet. It's been a really wonderful experience over the last 13 years. I've had the privilege of living in Nigeria, Trinidad, Guyana, the US, and Jamaica. And the main reason was that I was involved, I'm still involved in network marketing. But today, we're going to talk more about trading in the foreign exchange space. And, I believe that this is where a lot of us will be able to be liberated from having to work for money. Okay. Nothing is wrong with working for money. It's dignified. It's, providing services on the planet that is important. But I'm very happy that we have the opportunity today to be able to use technology and make money, which is a much faster, more effective, more efficient way than working for it. I started off my journey as an affiliate with Xtream. I paid a little over $100 at the time to enroll. You have two packages, one for $168 and one for $249. And we just recently added another affiliate package, travel and trade. We now have launched just today our travel component. So we now have a travel aspect to our it's going to come on here soon as a tab that you can now get wholesale travel through our platform. So a very unique and very dynamic community. You could earn $500, 1,000, 2,000, 5,000, 10,000. You could earn money in our program if you choose to be an affiliate. But apart from being an affiliate, you can also market or apart from being an affiliate, you could also get access to our education. Our education is very powerful. All right. You can literally come in here and learn how to trade the foreign exchange market, whether it's tapping into the $7.3 trillion industry, and several other areas are here that you could tap into, right? So I realize most of us on here are partners who already probably either know about our various rates, and I'll come back to them later on to fill people in. And then powerful safety share product, which is only $599, and they will pay $75 a month. One of the great things about it is that it eliminates the need to come in here and mark up charts. For those who know about trading, we have to do a lot of chart markups if we're going to make money from trading. And the purpose of chart marking up charts is just to find where to enter the market and where to exit it. That's the real bottom line about marking up a chart. Well, here comes the safety trade product that has eliminated the need to do that, right? This is my screen. I've been busy trading. In fact, I'm so grateful for this because, it's given us a way to generate money much faster, more efficiently, and than, traditional means. So I'll take you through a little bit of my own day of trading today, and in doing so, just emphasize how simple this product is and how amazing it is and how easy it is to use it. All right, that's what we want to demonstrate. It's a really once you stay and make it simple, you don't complicate it. Once you just simply follow the rules, guys, there's really no way that you should not come out ahead. Okay, you should definitely come out profitable if you follow these rules. All right. So to help me to flow through this, I'd like at least two people to just join me in, discussing this and to see if you can identify a trade. Right. Robert is there. I see Robert is here. Welcome, Bridget. See you finally got on. Technology, does its thing. I guess you could do this on Saturday or Sunday if you'd like. And I'll just roll today. So anybody who could unmute, we could just talk about this. Is there anyone who could unmute? Anyone there? Robert, or Joy, or Josh. If you could just unmute. Bridget, okay, Bav, can you hear me, Bav?
Yes, I can, doctor.
I can hear you loud and clear.
All right, wonderful. All right, so in helping me to help everybody to just understand how to use the system, right? In simple terms, on the left is the 5 minute chart, on the right is the 1 minute chart. And right now I'm looking at NAS 100. All right, so let's look at, let me just go back to the beginning of the day. I won't take you through all the trades, but I'll just kind of show you, in simple terms, how powerful the system is, right? So how you analyze the charts is that for the beginner trader, you should have a 5 minute chart on the left and a 1 minute chart on the right. That's the beginner. You should be doing SPX only in the beginning. SPX and NAS are very similar charts, but you should be doing SPX, which is S&P 500. It's known as SPY. There are different terms that are used to describe it from different brokers. But basically, what you should be doing is having the 5 minute on the left and the 1 minute on the right. All right. So let's start at the beginning of this morning. Let's say you got up in the morning at 6 a.m. Bob, Eastern Standard Time, which is 2 p.m. your time, I think, or 1 p.m. your time. 11 a.m. your time. I think that's 11 a.m. your time. All right, so you come on the chart, right? Can you see this green line going up and down the moving average? Can you see that green line? Bob?
Yes, doctor. Yeah. Sorry, I wasn't paying it. Yes, we can see that. Yeah.
All right, great. So, do you agree? Did you see? Can you see this green arrow pointing up that popped on the screen?
Yes.
All right. So, four things that we look for to then identify a trade. One, the price is below this green line. Two, the green arrow pops up. Three, all of these need to be the same color. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're called indicators. Are these 5 indicators the same color?
No.
No. All right. Thank you. They're not. All right. So that's the third thing we look for. Then we wait 1 minute at a time, 1 minute chart, 1 minute passes, minute passes, minute passes. Are they all the same color now?
Yes.
All right, great. And then the next thing that we're going to wait for the fourth one to turn red. Has the fourth one turned red?
Yes.
Okay. When that happens for the first time, you're going to go ahead and put in an order here, right? Beginners, you put in 1, but intermediate level people will put in 2, right? You should be about a half an inch to a quarter inch above the line, right? When this happens, right? So this took place, and you could see clearly that you won that trade. Can you see that, Bob? That was a winning trade?
Yes, it was.
Yeah, right. So it's pretty simple, right? It's to wait for the proper setup. Once the setup occurs, you put in a buy stop. All right. So that one was a winning trade. Let's move ahead and see what happens. Is there another opportunity now? The market went up, came back down again. This is the second one. The second one, you have to be a little bit careful because usually they're not, sometimes not as big a move as the first. So you have to be a little mindful of it. That when you see this the second time in a row, it could not be as good as the first one. But let's see what happened with this one, right? You see it went up, wicked you in, and in fact, it would have hit your stop loss because your stop loss would have been below this reversal point here, right? So you would have been in a loss position if you put it too close to the line. If you were about up here, which you should be, right? Because you should have at least put in your entry above this reversal here, right? Above this point. You would not have been wicked in. Okay, so you would not have been able to lose that trade. And it changed the direction, right? So the market changed direction. Can you see this red down arrow now, Bob? Can you see this red down arrow?
Yeah.
So two things. One, the price was above, and then the red arrow came on the screen. So let's now look for everything here to turn red. Is everything down here ready yet, Bob? One,
No.
2, 3, not yet. Okay. All right, so wait until everything is red. Okay, everything didn't turn red. Everything didn't turn red. Now, for those who have been practicing, this is one of the things you could have looked on. You could have looked on, let me scroll here, and I'll show you right here, right? So what was happening when this came down like this and everything turned red, okay? If you look on the 5 minute chart, Bob, if you look on the 5 minute chart, what type of trade is this? Green, 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 red, green. What type of trade is that?
Buy.
Buying. So what was happening on the 5 minute is that it was the 1 minute was selling down. This box changed from green to red. And when that happens, you as a beginner, you would not have waited for a buy. But if you are practicing, you would have noticed that what is happening is that there's a pullback on the 5-minute chart, and it created a buy opportunity on the 5-minute. So you could have gone ahead and put in an order just above the 5-minute line, right here. Okay, if we sync scroll it, you see it would be about right here, okay? So you would have put in an order about right here, okay?
Yeah.
Would you have won that trade back, even though the back was red? Yes, right? Because you use the 5-minute chart to recognize that it's still a good trade, right? Let's keep moving. Let's keep moving. Green arrow popped up. It went up and went up, came back down. This morning there was news at 8:30, and also there was news. I'm going to show you something pretty cool. There was news at 8:30, and there was also news at 8:45 and 8:15, and there were moves that you could have taken advantage of, right, this morning. So these opportunities where you see these big moves, once you are using the system properly, you'll be able to take advantage of the movement with the news. You wouldn't be worried and concerned about it. Okay, so here's an opportunity for a sell because everything turned red and this part is green. All right, so we could have waited on a sell opportunity here to see if we would have gotten it. It didn't. Went up, turned back green.
Okay, awesome. Okay, right. We're on the other side here.
All right.
Let me get that.
So thank you very much, BB. All right, so we keep moving. Green, everything is green, everything is green. You could see where it turned red right here, right? You could see where it turned red right here. So this would have been another opportunity, right? Quick buy. This one was very quick. You could see it wicked up. So if you weren't fast, you would not have caught the profit on that. But it was a win anyway, all right? And then it would turn red and move by. The market turned red. So when it turned red now and everything is red, you should be looking for sells. You should be looking for sell opportunities and waiting for it. See, you see some green. Once you see the green, you're not going to put in a sell down here, right? But it went up. It didn't sell off. It went up, right? So that sell would have been invalidated, right? You would not have been able to benefit from that sell. But it went up, and then started, and then here's another buy opportunity again. When it went up, it came back below the line, green, red, green. Man, the system is so easy, it's not funny. Right? You know, it's like taking candy from a baby, right? You could see this is not a winning trade, right, Bob?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. And then, went on again, give another entry. Green, red, green, came down below the line. You went ahead, you put your trade in about here, and then look, you win another trade. There's another one that happened just after. And then there's another winning trade again. But here's the thing about continuous trades like that. The buys, if you're having, 3, 4, 5, 6 in a row, be very careful because the market could reverse on you. All right. So you have to be very, very mindful. The first one is always the best. The second, third, fourth, decreasingly good. Okay. All right. But here are several other opportunities that you could see. Every time you see this pattern, you see the market going up. Or if you see the red with the green, you could see that the market went down. It went down a little bit here. You see just a quick wick down. This was red, green. It's a quick wick down. So if you weren't very quick, you wouldn't have caught that trade. And then it went up. See, it came back down again. But I think this one sold off. So yeah, I remember it selling off because we're at the end of the day right now. So this is just a sweet system that we have. I know the market is now back to a buying mode and it's buying up, right, into the end of the day, all right, into the end of the day for NAS, okay? Now, here's the thing about the 1 minute and the 5 minute. That's for those who are going to scalp. And then for those of us who are going to use the scanner, the scanner is super powerful, man, super powerful. Here's AUD card on a 1 minute. So it calls out, the scanner is calling out for you on different time frames, different assets that you could trade. So if we look at AUD card right now, all we'd have to do is to open up our app, look for AUD card. It's right here. Put the 5 minute on the left, put the 1 minute on the right, and then bam, we're in business, right? We're literally cooking with gas, as Bridget would say. So here, on the left, we have the 5 minute chart. On the right, we have the 1 minute, and we have what's called a dirty trade because this bought up, came down, green, red, green. So this is a buy opportunity. But this green block and this block, they're not the same color, all right? This is 5 minute, this is 1 minute. So whenever they're different, this is not a clean safety trade. This block over here should be green like this. And when this comes down here, right, there's something that you look for in the 5 minutes to confirm, meaning that it should be close to the line. So this is not a beginner trader that should take this trade, guys. If you are a beginner trader, this is not the trade that you should take. Okay, a beginner trader should not take this trade because this green and this green over here needs to be the same color. And if they're not the same color, this is a very difficult trade to win. Okay, so you should not trade that. All right, stay away from that trade. All right, there's some more stuff going on that you need to learn. All right, so that's that part. Nice, simple, clear, pretty easy to do. And then the scanner sends you the messages. So here's another one, CAD Chef. Let's look at that one, CAD Chef. Let's see if CAD Chef is lined up nicely. Nicely. All right, so let's see what that's saying. All right, so 5 minutes on the left, 1 minute on the right. So the 5 minute, see this one again. This one, this one was selling down it was buying up, started selling off. So the 1 minute chart sold down like this, creating this red. And yes, it's a sell. However, the back here is red and this is green. That's not a beginner trade. All right, let's see what else the scanner is sending us. Any other trades right now. And here's the great thing. You get trades on indices, on forex pairs, on cryptocurrencies, on stocks. So it's not only that you're trading indices like NAS 100, S&P, and so forth, and currency pairs like GBP, USD, and so forth, cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and Ethereum, stocks like Amazon, Google, Facebook, Yahoo. You're going to be able to trade all of those. Now, here's one great thing that I love about the safety trade system, right? You could trade on different time frames. Yeah, you could do that any other system. But one of the cool things about the safety trade is that, let's say you put this on the 4 hour and you put this on the 1 hour. Man, these 4 hour and 1 hour trades, they're amazing. They are simply amazing. All right. So on the left hand, you see two buy trades on the 4 hour chart. All right. One took place here. You could see that one was a nice win. The other one took place here. You could see that was also a nice win. And then 1 hour, we could look for 1 hour trades as well. Let me see, 1 hour, 1 hour, 1 hour. Right? This was a sell. You could see the 1 hour trade sold down. You could see it went up and then sold down. You'd have won that trade. These were buys, right? Green, green, red, green. You could see it sold down here. You put your entry in, goes up. So the clarity with which we can trade, it means that all you really need to do is just learn how to use the system and follow the rules. Once you follow the rules of the system, you will be consistent. Most people who have been following the rules are doing 90%. Like Bright, if you could come off mute, so we could just talk a bit about this experience that you've been having. Can you come off mute, Bright? Bright in Nigeria, are you there? I know I didn't ask you for us to do this today, but if you can speak, that would be great. If Bright could come off mute. But Bright, I've known Bright now for about 3 years. Somebody introduced him to me through a network marketing company, and he had gotten started, but he didn't do anything much at the time. And then, after kind of staying in our chat group and, he and I conversed over the years, we maintained connections and, always kept him updated on different things happening in our community. And then when the Save the Trade system started, we shared it with Esther in the UK. Some of you know that Esther has now gone on to use the system in less than 2 months, and her best day is $6,500 in profits in 1 day. And also Bright is doing very well. He's been ending every day in profit. So he's doing really well. And many people are doing really well as a result of this very powerful system that we have. So I do know that a lot of us that are here and who are really taking this, you don't need to be serious, but we just need to go through the process of learning how to use it. We'll end up earning a lot of money. I believe that some of us will, within the next year, earn $1 million, some 100,000, some even more. It just depends on your goal and what it is that you want to achieve. Because here's the powerful thing about it. For those who maybe, let me just scan this list to see if there's anybody here who's relatively new to trading. Hey, Esther, how are you? Right?
She's My sister.
Oh, okay, Bob. So, so, so here's the thing, right? You know,
I'm
to
here.
say the
I'm
truth.
here, Doc. Sorry, I was muted.
Okay. So this is such a game changer of game changers. So, I'm also very passionate about helping others. I really want us to encourage people to come on. I think we could grow this presentation to where we have 100 people on. It would bless my heart so much, uh, you know, for us to do that, where we invite really, heavily. We don't have a presentation tomorrow, but we have one Saturday at 9 p.m. UK and Nigeria time, and Sunday at 5 p.m. I know Sundays seem to be our biggest day in terms of people getting on, and that's fine. So if Sunday, we push hard and, we have 100 people on here, that would be awesome, man. All right. Because this is such a blessing to know that we have this technology giving us such accurate data that we can rely on. This is not one of the, even yesterday, Esther and Bob, yesterday, right? Let me just put this on a 5 minute, on a 1 minute, right? Um, so some of these trades, man, some of these trades that took place, right? When I see them, it's like, is it gonna go up again? Look at this one, green, green, red, green, right? Look at this trade, right? And I was like, man, because there was one before, you could see that there was one here, and then it came down again, and it gave another one here, and it gave another one here. So I was like, man, let me just jump out quickly. I don't think this trade, and look how far up this trade. Look how many pips this is. That's like crazy, right? This is 33 pips, right? This one is 12 pips, and this one is 22 pips. Just right here. Just right here. Just right here. One, two, one, this is another one. This is a fill in the gap. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 trades. Almost 100 pips right here. Just right here. Guys, can you see how much money the system is dishing out? Right? This is amazing. Not to mention this move, if you're able to analyze that, look at this, you see that this is probably, I think this was a 15-minute, right? If we change this to the 15-minute chart, right, we could see that this move here, you can see, right? You can see over here, the 15-minute call out, right? Right? And you enter the trade here, and look at that, 104 pips. So the system, once you get used to using it and you understand how to maneuver, and just apply it, there's no reason why you shouldn't really make money. The only reason why you would lose is if you're not practicing proper money management. If you're not practicing proper money management, you're not practicing proper risk management. If you're not minimizing your losses, because it's not whether or not you're going to win trades. It's that you do not lose more money than the profits you make. So you have to minimize your losses, right? Meaning that when a trade is not going in your direction, just close the trade and move on and do the next one. Okay. Do not sit down in trades and hope for the best. Okay. There are too many opportunities in the system to wait on a trade to go to profit, right? To come back from a loss position to a profit position. So if we do that, because I've been guilty of that. I've been guilty of, waiting on trades because it looks like it's going to turn around, and the indicators show you that it could possibly turn around. But you're just better off just closing it. Just forget about it and just move to the next trade, because there are so many trades here, right? That the only way that you do not make it is if you are allowing your losses to be greater than your profits, which can happen if you're not responsible and have proper money management. So what we have to do is that you have to make sure you're practicing that, you're closing trades that are in a loss position early, and move on. See if the trade alert, you heard it, right? So many trades. Chef JPY, 15-minute buy stop. So you would have way more opportunities to earn money than you could possibly take advantage of, Chef JPY, right? You would just not be able to catch all of them. I mean, I went through that trying to say, let me try and catch as many. There's too many. There's just too many trades. 15 minutes. See? Red, 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 green. All right, so I promise I was going to show you guys something. So last night, 9:30.
Trying to do. You have 30 minutes more for them to shut down that.
All right, and that's poor. I hear you. All right, so here's another tip, guys. I realize most of us on here, but please get some friends and family to come on here on Saturday evening and on Sunday. So this is forexfactor.com. All right, and this is today, September 14th. You could see that there was news at 8:15. There was news at for the European euro. All right, so the EU. So with EU, all I had to do this morning, let's see, Euro USD, right? Euro USD is just before the news. Just before the news, just put it on the 1 minute chart, right? And just before the news, I just looked to see what was it telling me. What was it telling me, right? And then I could go up to the 5 minute chart to see if was it giving me any other data that I could use. You could see on the 5 minute chart. What is this, Bob? What is this on the 5 minute chart, Bob?
Buy.
No, what is this on the chart for Euro USD?
Well, it's a buy for getting ready for a buy.
This is a buy. Esther,
It's
Melissa,
red,
what?
it's for sell. I think Bafna is getting confused by the houses. It's a
Okay,
sell.
that's sell. All right. So what I did was I just put in an entry and I put in about, I think it was 10 pips, right? With a 0.05 lot size, and then just waited for the news. All right. And just waited for the news. What happened?
Wow. Yeah.
You made more money.
Yeah. Right. So, and then that was the news. That was the news this morning. Okay, that was the 8, because at 8, if you look on forexfactor.com, it's pretty easy, right? You look at forexfactor.com. Okay, see, it said it 8:45, 8:15 a.m. and there's another one at 8:45 a.m. So I did the one at 8:15 a.m. and the one at 8:15 a.m. Any euro pair you check, you would have seen the move. And the call out, all you had to do was check the different time frames to see which one is telling you what. And then you would have been able to take a trade in reference to what was going to happen, right? And let's look at, there was this last night, go back one day, right? 9:30 p.m., right? What time is that? 2 a.m., sorry, 2 a.m., 2 a.m., right? Great British Pound, GBP, 2 a.m., right? There's a red folder yesterday, right? Was it yesterday or today? When I'm like, wait, get us. It was at 9:30 p.m. AUD. That's what I was looking for. 9:30 p.m. You see down here, 9:30 p.m. AUD USD. Can you see this? Anybody? Can anybody see this AUD?
Yeah.
Yes, we can see.
All right. So all you have to do is then go look for AUD, any AUD pair. All right. If your account can take more than one. And let's look and see what happened last night at let's go to the 1 minute chart. Right? Make sure I'm at the end. All right, let's go back to last night. All right. You can see it right here, right here, right here, right here, just before. But this 1 minute chart was showing a sell. But let's see if the 5 minute chart was showing a buy. All right. Where is it? Yep, here it is. Right. Because I was able to call. Where is it? Where is it? I'm getting my thing all mixed up. But the system was calling it out, all right? Because you could check the different time frames. Yeah, here it is. Here it is, right here. Okay. So the 15-minute chart was showing a buy, green, 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 red, green. Okay. So with the 15-minute chart showing a buy, when the news was announced last night at 9:30, see? Okay. All right. So what you do is that you just simply grab these red folders, but before you need to understand the difference in time frames. So you'll be looking at different time frames. You're not just looking at the 1 minute. You'll be looking at the 1 minute to see what it's showing. The 5 minute, the 15 minute, 30 minute, all the way up to or you could start down. You could look at the 4 hour, and then look at the 4 hour and look at what the 4 hour is showing you. All right. And based on what that's showing you, you then go down to the 1 hour to see, okay, so that's what that's showing you. And then you'll eventually find out which particular time frame is set for a move, right? And if you do it that way, you could pick up some of these red folder moves, okay, and ahead of time. Practicing your demo first. Don't just jump into a live account with that. Practicing your demo, but the system is calling it out before the move happens, right? Which gives you an advantage, right? Tomorrow morning, let's go back to news again. Tomorrow morning, there's more news, right? That's today, tomorrow, Friday. Look at the red folders, right? 8:30 a.m. There's going to be a movement, and there's going to be one at 10 a.m. And plus, there's market open at 9:30 a.m. So knowing that, then all you have, whatever you're trading, just before you be able to look at your charts to see what it's telling you. Is it a buy? Is it a sell? What time frame is it buying or selling on? And then you'd be able to go ahead and make your move, right? And make your money. So, the opportunities are there. So the biggest challenge I think any one of us will have in being successful is to minimize our losses, right? That's the biggest challenge I think any one of us will have. Minimizing our losses, meaning that whenever it's because the system predicts where it's going, there's a tendency to want to stay in a trade and wait for it to reverse and come back in our direction. Like for example, let me show you a trade. Okay, let me show right here. I could literally show this to you. Right here. Bob, can you see this wick right here?
Yeah.
All right, so I was in a sell position. I took a sell stop and I put it here. And, I won a couple of sells here coming down because the market was selling. So I put a sell stop here, even though it wasn't fully formed, waiting for that. It looked like it was going to come down. And then this just wicked me really quick before I could even see what was going on. Quick, right? And then pulled me into the trade. And then when it reversed and it came to here, right here, this full candle, right? I closed the trade. That's about 10 pips, right?
Yeah.
And then you see it went all the way up, all the way up, all the way up, all the way up here. And then you could see that it came right back down and came right back to where it had wicked me into the trade. So because we know that the market tends to do this, there's a tendency for us to want to stay in trades for this to happen. But here's the thing, but sometimes it doesn't come back right now. Sometimes it wicks you in and it keeps going for a long time, right? Before it comes back to where it was. Because the market always comes back to where it was, right? At least once, it always comes back to where it was. So, bear that in mind. It's better to just close your trade right here, which I did. And it took me a long time to just get to the point of doing that. Just forget about it. Just close it and then look at it, right? I didn't, which I should have. I wanted to enter the trade right here. You could see that it, was going to buy trend. This is a nice little entry point where it came back to here, and I didn't, right? But anyway, right? You could see that was a nice pick, right? And then coming down here, there's a sell opportunity. So, there are different things you look at. After a while, you'll get used to the charts. You'll be able to do a bunch of different things. Let's look at the 5-minute. Look how beautiful this is, man. Green, red, green. Just easy, right? Just so straightforward, right? Here's another one. Green, red, green, right? This was busy time, so you have to be very careful when the market news and stuff is very busy. Here is another buy. Just so many. Just so many. This system gives you so many opportunities to win. Look at this. Look at this sell. Look at that. These two cells. Look at these two cells right here. Right? So there's bags of cash that are being doled out for us. Right? So just practice, guys. Practice. And please be kind to introduce other people to come and join us. Right? Reach out to friends and family. Have them come and join us. I recommend that everybody joins an affiliate where you pay the $168 to register and then purchase your technology or go to class and learn how to trade. Now we have the travel and trade package. It will be put on our website soon. You'll be able to also get your travel wholesale booking website where you can book your hotels, rental cars, cruises, flights from your own personal portal. And you can get customers for that and build a huge business for that side as well. So we're a very dynamic community. We're not just trading only. We also have, we know our members love to travel. So, and when you're trading and you're making money, traveling becomes something that you could afford quite easily. So, you'll be rewarded. I know these, for some traders who are earning $1,500 a day to earn $2,500 a month. But here's the thing. This is something that can finance your way forward. That's what I did. I took my first payment of $168, right here, or a little over $100 back in 2020. Marketed the academy to people. That's how I met Bright. Marketed the academy to people, and I earned commissions. I was able to use those commissions and buy the Safe to Trade product. So I didn't have to come out of my pocket. Plus, I've used commissions to put into my trading account, right? So this is amazing, all right? This is an amazing system. It's a game changer at many different levels. And I want to encourage you all to just dive in, practice, 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 and, eventually get into a live account and then start making some good money, because the system is amazing. The system gives you excellent data, right? So last thing I'll touch on, and then, we could answer some questions. All right, let me do it this way. So what I do is that this is how I set up my screen. You can set up your screen however you want, right? But this is how I set up. Is that right? All right.
Zoom.
Okay, all right, thank you. All right, so here's it. Okay, so I'm going to show us blue line trading, and we're done. Okay, and we're done, and we do Q&A, all right? Hopefully, okay.
Just sort about yourself, man.
Okay, BB, we're hearing you over there.
Antivirus.
Okay, all right. So here's the thing. NAS 100, SPX 500, S&P 500, and US 30. The algorithms function as one, okay? They function as one. So let's start with US 30. US 30 is on the screen, okay? And if you change this right now, this is US 30, okay? Let's change this to NAS 100. You notice the charts are very similar. Let's change this to SPX 500, very similar. So they basically behave as one. Now, here's how one of the things you could do, right? There's something called a blue line, right? On our charts, you could see the blue line right here. You could see it right here, right? You could see the blue line right here. You could see that this is S&P touched it here and it touched it here, okay? And before that, it touched it here as well, okay? So what happens is that wherever it touches let me go back to the last one. All right, so the last one was that, all right? Just that one, let me just mark it here. Okay, this was when it touched the blue line, all right? And then if we put NAS US 30 on, that's S&P 500. Then we put US 30 on the chart, and we could look for where it touched the blue line, which is just before, right? Just before right here. That's where it touched the blue line, okay? And then if you put NAS on the screen, you see that these two lines, okay, NAS came in about the same time. So all of them touched the blue line almost at the same time. And sometimes that happens. Sometimes, they're like one right behind the other, all three of them together. It doesn't give you a chance to do one before the other. Well, here's another opportunity. Let's look at this one. Let me just show you quickly how that works. All right, so this is NAS 100 touching the blue line right here. And then let's put US 30 on the screen. You see US 30 touch the blue line up here, way up here, right, way up here. And then let's put S&P 500 on the screen. All right, you can see S&P 500 did not get to the blue line until down here. Okay, so what that means is that it gives you an opportunity ahead of time to know what to do with the one that hasn't gone to the blue line yet, because all three of them are going to go to their blue line on the 1 minute time frame, 5 minutes, etc., etc. But what happens is that ahead of time you can know which ones have gone there. All right, so in this case, we just looked at, let me just delete these. I'll just find another spot and then just show them to you. And then right now, all three of them are above the blue line. I'm going to come back to that in a second. All right, let me see another one, another touch. All right, here's another point. All right, here's another blue line touch. Here it was above. Let's put it right here. Okay, right here. Okay, and then this is what S&P 500. Let's look at US 30. Okay, so US 30 crossed its blue line here. Okay, and then let's look at NAS. So you could see when this is where US 30 crossed the blue line, this first line. The second line is where SPX crossed it. You could see that NAS is still above its blue line. So you could enter a sell stop here, and that's a free 21 pips. This is one of the most secure trades you could trade because it's definitely going to the blue line. So once you start practicing that blue line, guys, you realize that this gives you one of the safest trades that you could ever possibly take. Right? That's why this whole system is called a safety trade system. So when you take that NAS trade, this trade is no pullback. This is not no trade where will it go back? This trade goes straight to where it needs to go to. So with that type of information available to you, it puts you in a very empowered position. Right? Let's go to the end of the chart. So right now, you can see that this is above the blue line. Right? NAS is above the blue line. US 30. It's also above its blue line, right, on the 1 minute chart, way above the blue line, way above it, right? And just a tip, guys, you could look out for that for those who are in the London session. If you're up at that time, SPX, right? Let's see where the blue line is. So that it's way above its blue line as well on the 1 minute, right? Way above its blue line on the 1 minute. And then on NAS, let's look and see where NAS is relative to its blue line. Let's check. Way above it. So let me give you a tip, guys. Overnight, you're gonna see these make its way to the blue line. Just check it out. Overnight, you're gonna see these make its way to the blue line. All three of them are gonna make their way to the blue line overnight. By tomorrow, if you check your system, you're gonna see that they have touched the blue line. All three of them are gonna do it. All right. We don't know what time they do it, but if you are a London session trader, for those who are in London session, you could literally start looking out for sell stops to the blue line. Look out for them. You're going to see right now the 1 minute chart is showing a buy. Just watch what's going to happen. You're going to see all of these charts starting to turn to sells. You're going to see that, all right? And you're going to see right now 1 minute is set up. You're going to have 5 minute buy stops. You're going to have 15-minute buy stops, but you're going to have the sell coming down to the blue line. But while that is happening, you're going to have all of these buys going on. 5 minute, 15-minute, 30-minute buys on the indices. You're going to have all of those buys happening while it's going back to its blue line on the 1 minute, right? So just bear that in mind, guys. There's a lot of money that some of you could earn today, right? That's NAS 100. It is 51 pips, 54 pips away from the blue line, right now. And it's going to make its way there. I think US 30 is over 200 points away from the, or some crazy amount, right? Yes, 100 and something pips away from the blue line. So when you have that type of information available to you, you could start looking out for the sell opportunities, knowing that it's going down there. Just gradually, just it's not going to just go straight. It's going to go up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, and create buy stops, sell stops along the way. But you have a general idea of where it's heading to, all right, based on having that data available. So guys, any questions from me before we jump off of here? Any questions? Hopefully this information was helpful. Any questions from anyone? Remember to set up the screen like this. 5 minutes on the left. Okay. 1 minute on the right. Any questions? All right. I know the blue line is a little bit advanced for some of us, but I just wanted to just bring it up. All right. But get back to the basics. This is a basic 5 minute trade. Green, 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 red, green. Let's see. Came down, went up on the 5 minute, on the 1 minute. Here, you can see them. Here's nice buy. Just wait for these. Just wait for these. Just wait for these. Or you are use the system to send you, wait for the messages. The system, NZD card, 1 minute sell stop. NZD card, 1 minute sell stop. Right? Just quickly put it on the screen and then see what it's doing. Right? NZD card, right? See, nice sell. This is an easy one. Okay, this is a beginner's trade right here, right? Okay, beginner's trade. You put your entry point a little bit below here. You see it's already gone into profit. You take profit right here, right? 3 pips. The thing with currency pairs, winning 3 pips on currency pairs is not easy, but you can do it, right? You can do it. Winning 3 pips on a currency pair is not easy. But this one is a very easy trade. All right. This is a very easy trade here, right? You just wait on this, okay? All right. This one, it's already the point at where you should have really entered this is a little higher than here because we're a little bit late, okay? Because you could see there are 5 candles here. So we should have really, ideally, one would have wanted to be up here and take profit here, ideally. But, we jumped on this a little late, all right? We jumped on this a little late. But, looking at the 5 minute, look at the 15-minute time frame, check the 5-minute chart. So this 1 minute is here's the best one though. When the 5 minute came to here, right here, okay, which is this part, right? This part about here. This is the ideal point to enter this trade, right? Because this block turned from red to green, but the intermediate level people look on the 5-minute chart, guys. This is a sweet trade because on the 5-minute chart, you could see it pull back to the trade line, and then this was already set up for a sell. So you could jump into this anywhere this pullback happened here. You could have jumped into that because on the 5-minute chart, it gave it confirmation. And then, guys, in front of everybody, what did this trade just do? Bob, anybody, Esther, anybody, what did this trade just do?
I just missed that bit. Sorry, I was doing something else.
It sells.
Sorry.
It's sold.
It's selling.
It's sold, right? Did this trade win or what?
Yep.
Yeah,
Right before our very eyes.
Right. So the system is amazing, guys. Right? It's just to do what you're supposed to do. Here's the thing about these currency pairs at this time of the day: the spread is very wide. If you don't know what the spread is, the difference between this blue number and this red number is called the spread. And this is a lot of money that the broker collects up front. So you will sometimes see that your entry is here, and the chart has come down to here, and you're still not in profit. It's because of the spread. So bear that in mind, guys, when you're using these currency pairs. Pay attention to these two numbers. But when you practice, you'll learn that. You'll realize, when the spread is nice and tight, when this blue number and this red number are close together, that's the best time to jump into that's the best time to do the trade. And that varies based on the time of the day. Okay, depending on the time of the day. And you learn that in class, right? Xtreamfx Global Academy, the classes are absolutely powerful, and you're going to learn that, right? Let's look at the spread here, if this is still open. All right, you see how this one is closer? The blue is closer to the red. All right, on NAS 100, this is a better situation, much better situation. All right, any questions from anyone?
Yeah, can't wait to start. I'm just waiting for my system to be installed.
Okay, nice. 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 You'll be there.
Yeah, it's been a week now.
Yeah, you have a full year ahead of you, bro.
I have a question.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Okay. On the trade that you showed earlier, to where you got out, you stopped it, and then when it went on up to do, big things. Now, is there any way that you could have jumped back into that trade when you pulled out?
As a buy? Yeah, it was a buy. It was a buy. You see, you check the different time frames, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. What type of trade? What is this saying? Let me do it this way. All right. So on the left is the 5-minute, on the right is the 1 minute, right? Okay. Okay. All right. So we're doing what's called sync scroll, right? So on the left, right? can you see when I jumped out here, what type of trade is it showing me on the 5-minute chart? Can you see where the vertical line is on the vertical line is on the 5-minute chart, Robert? What type of trade?
The vertical at the top of the vertical
No, at
line?
the bottom. Check the indicators at the bottom. What does it say at the bottom?
Buy.
Yeah. So, which I personally I was a bit distracted at the time, right? Because I could have, if I checked it, I would have seen that it's a 5-minute buy, right? Why it reversed. See that? So the 1 minute, because I was so focused on trying to catch the sell. So when I was trying to catch a sell move, okay? Because the market has been buying all day. And I ignored this information here. You see that?
So that was a mistake then. That was a mistake.
Exactly. Because this entry, the 5-minute was setting up, but I was trying to catch a few more pips, right? And then when it reversed, so it's not necessarily a reversal, it's the 5-minute that was kicking in. So the 5-minute that was kicking in, the 5-minute buy was kicking in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so if I was paying full attention to what was going on, and I've learned from that obviously, then I've been able to, this is the move that I should have been planning for. I'm not trying to catch this sell.
I see. Okay.
And the system called it out clearly.
Oh, okay.
You got that?
Yep.
All right, good. Good. All right. So, just look for the setups, guys, and trade your setups. Here, the market, here's another green, red, green. This might not give you the 1-minute buy, but it might set up another 5-minute sell. Okay. Or it may go ahead and set up a 15-minute sell, right? It may come down enough to set up a 15-minute sell. But remember that it's going to be heading to what? The blue line tonight. So in the process of heading to the blue line, when the 1 minute is starting to show red, you're going to see a blot of red here, and you're going to have a buy coming up. While this is going down, you're going to come up, don't go up. And that's how it works. It just doesn't go straight down, right? In a one straight line, it goes down and comes back up, and so forth. So when you start using these different time frames, you're going to start understanding, what's happening on the 1 minute and what's happening in 5 minutes. But sometimes, you're so into a trade that, like what happened to me today, I was so into the trade, I forgot to look here and see, whoa, this is a 5-minute trade. This was a 5-minute buy, right?
Oh, yeah.
But I was so focused on the sell, I missed the buy, right? And look at this buy, man. 30-something pips. Right?
Yeah.
But it's a good lesson, right? It's a good lesson. So I was trying to jump back in here and I didn't. And anyway, forget about it. Many more opportunities like that are on the way. Many more. All right? Tomorrow is a repeat of today. So if you look properly, you'll see the same opportunities that we had today, just looking slightly different. But it's just a repeat of the day. It's just another cycle of pretty much the same thing again. All of these patterns are going to develop. Here's one, but I don't believe it's going to turn back around for buy just yet. I believe this is going to sell down and come over here and create another 5-minute. All right, see it's selling down on a 5-minute. This is pushing down on a 1 minute. This is pushing down on a 5-minute. You're going to get a blob of red here, and it may reverse and come back up and give you a buy now, or it may push down to the 15-minute. And give you a reaction off this line and push back up for another buy, or come below and come back up for another 15-minute buy. Okay? Mm-hmm. And then it's going to push down into the 30-minute as well. All right? You may come down to the 30-minute line, may come all the way down to the 30-minute line and push up again. So once you start understanding those dynamics, it'll become easier and easier for those who are going to be on the charts. For some of us, we're just copy traders, You're a GBP, 1 minute. Let me go look for it now. Right, you're a GBP. You want to keep your life simple, right? You're a GDP 1 minute. Let me hurry. Oh, we're late. We're late. It's already gone, right? Can you see that, Robert? Can you see that, Esther Bob? Can we see that 1 minute trade, right? It's gone.
We missed it.
We missed
We
it.
missed the money.
So you don't have to make your life complicated like mine, Robert. You can just look for these. The NAS 100, NCD card, right? Just wait for the system to call them. All right. All right. Any other questions from anybody else?
Do traders
guys.
have do traders have preferences, like whether or not they're doing a buy or sell, or do they just let the system just give them what it is, and they do it for what it is, for what the system
Say that
does?
again.
Is there anyone that has any kind of preferences, like hey, I like to trade buys or I like to trade sells?
No. I mean,
Everybody just
remember, a buy and a sell is the same thing. It's just what direction the market is going in.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, it's just called a buy when it's going up, it's called a sell when it's going down. But it's basically the same thing. It's the movement in price. So the price is moving from here to here, and you could participate in it, get some money. If the price is moving from here to here, you could participate in it and make some money. So it's the movement of price, not buy or sell are just terms. But at the end of the day, it's just where the market is going. Is it going up? Join it. If it's going up, if it's going down, join it. If it's going down. And the system gives you data to tell you, is it going up or is it going down? And it's called a buy if it's going up, it's called a sell if it's going down. So don't have a preference for one or the other. Just use these codes, color codes. Red, green, red. That's called a sell. So you know which button to press on the system. Put in your sell stop, put in your TP, and you do your thing and make your money. All right. Thank you. All right. So I think we're good to go. We're good to go.
Thank
Saturday,
you so much,
You're welcome, Esther. You're welcome. I appreciate you guys. Saturday evening, 4 o'clock Eastern time. Sunday evening, 5 o'clock Eastern time. Let's load up the calls with friends and family. Robert, you need to get some people, man. Get a couple of friends to do this with you. You learn faster if you have one or two people teaching it to them and you're learning with them together, right? It helps you to learn faster that way if you have one or two people along with you. All right?
Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to be getting people.
Yeah, you learn better that way. All right, cool.
Right.
All right, wonderful. All right, bless everybody. All right, bye-bye.
Good night.
Okay, good night, everyone. Or good morning, good afternoon.
All right.
Whatever we are. See you guys. Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.